Alright, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. The first story that I've got for you guys today, as unlikely as it was to begin with, Jay Cutler officially squashes the rumors that he's going to be coming back to compete at the Masters Olympia, despite the very impressive updates that he's posted over the past couple of weeks, going into this Fit for 50 transformation that he's currently undergoing. So he said that at the expo, the number one question he was asked was whether or not he'd be competing at the Masters Mr. Olympia this year. So many fans, he said, asked him. He felt like he needed to make a public video, really setting the record straight that he is not going to be doing it 100%. He's just doing the Fit for 50 thing for himself. So I'm going to roll that clip for you guys right here.
All right, so I'm back. I had to play catch up yesterday, heading to do a podcast right now, and I wanted to come on record and say thank you to everyone in Germany that made that show such a huge success. FIBO, the great fans of all of Europe, actually. And the number one question I was asked is if I'm competing in the upcoming Masters Olympia. That's the question of the month. And as you guys know, I'm the man of truth here. I'm not competing. So I'm doing a transformation. I am definitely not getting back on stage to compete in that competition. So before they go crazy and do more topics of if I'm coming back and competing, I'm absolutely done. Just competing against myself and trying to do something really cool for 50, guys. And I appreciate all the support everyone's given me.
So, look, obviously it was a long shot that Jay was going to do it. And honestly, I think it was more wishful thinking than anything. Especially for me, I would have really loved to see him compete. But that being said, he still says he's going to be at the Masters Olympia in Romania, which I think is a big deal, and he's an ambassador to some extent for the actual show. So while he might not be competing there, well, we shouldn't say might not, he's definitely not competing there. I still think there's more to his appearance at the Masters Olympia than just shaking hands. I've got a strong feeling that we're going to see him do a guest posing in Romania. Because even though he says he's not doing the competition, it doesn't change the fact that he's in phenomenal shape and he's just at the beginning of this transformation. A transformation that ends right around the time of the Masters Olympia. So if he's looking his best that he's looked in like a decade, I honestly think more fans would buy a ticket to see a Jay Cutler guest posing than to watch the Masters Olympia as the lineup stands right now. Because let's be honest, there's really no huge names doing the show. There's really no big ticket sellers, and I think honestly, if they have not made this offer to Jay already, they should be considering. The guy's going to be in phenomenal shape. Pay him to do a guest posing at the Masters Olympia. If they haven't thought of this idea yet, I would be shocked. I mean, think about it. He's going to be in really good shape, the best shape he's been in probably 10 years, at the exact same time as the show. He's already going to be there in Romania, which I would say is probably the biggest hurdle to him doing a guest posing there. So that's already checked off. And to be completely honest, I don't think they themselves, meaning the Olympia, have done a whole lot to promote the show yet. I would say a lot of the speculation from YouTubers online and social media as to potential competitors at the Masters Olympia is more promotion than they've actually done for the show itself. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Would a Jay Cutler guest posing sell way more tickets to the Masters Olympia? If they priced it right, I would buy the pay-per-view just to see the Jay Cutler guest posing. Or for that matter, you could say the same thing about a Phil Heath or a Kai Green. Do it like Pittsburgh Pro style. Have a bunch of former Mr. Olympia champs, so maybe not Kai Green, but you could pay them and tell them get in shape, do a guest posing at the Masters Olympia. I think that's not a half bad idea. If they don't want to compete, that's fine. That's totally understandable, but you could still give the fans a chance to see these guys back on stage, some of their favorite former past champions. This could be like an extra thing that they do at the Masters Olympia for the guys that maybe don't want to compete, but are still in really good shape. Just something to think about, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Now, next up in the news, speaking of the Masters Olympia and speaking about guys that are in shape, Hidetada Yamagishi posting a full posing video today at officially 18 weeks out from the aforementioned Masters Olympia. At 49 years old, the same age as Jay Cutler, by the way. You can see that age has not slowed down Hidetada Yamagishi, nor has it taken away that trademark conditioning that he was known for when he was really in his prime. And again, we still don't know the final list of accepted applications because, again, this is an invitational. You had to apply to compete, and the promoters were going to review those applications and only accept a certain number of guys that they actually want to do the show. But I would honestly be shocked if Hide doesn't make the cut. And like I said in another video, I've heard names like Fred Biggie Smalls. I've heard that Phil Klahar is going to do it. I heard Vinny Galante, Johnny Jackson. But we're not going to know for sure until we get that official competitor list, which I think should be in the next week or so, that it will be made publicly available. But right now, Hidetada Yamagishi seems to be one of the more impressive names in this lineup. So I am interested to see who else signs up and gets accepted. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Who would you like to see compete at the Masters Olympia this year? Who would it be, if their name gets announced, that would make you buy a ticket and go to Romania to watch the show? Or, at the very least, who would it be that gets you to buy the pay-per-view? All right, so now let's pivot a little bit here because the World's Strongest Man competition is currently happening now. The leaderboard, so far, with group number 1 today, the updated point standings after day 2. You got Kordiaka with 25 points leading group 1, and Tom Stoltman with 20.5 points right behind him. So in group 2, you've got Novikov leading with 23 points, and Luke Stoltman right behind him with 21 points. And all the names in blue, by the way, are currently qualified for finals. In group 3, Mitchell Hooper with a 29-point lead, the most points of anybody so far. Right behind him with 22.5 points is Rag. In group 4, you have Schoenwinkel with 24 points, and Brian Shaw right behind him, trailing by only half a point, 23.5 points. Group number 5, you got Mitchell with 26 points, and Singleton right behind him with 24.5 points. Again, all those names highlighted in blue are currently qualified for the World's Strongest Man finals. So let me know in the comment section below at the end of day 2 who you have winning the World's Strongest Man. What's your prediction for your 2023 World's Strongest Man? Could it possibly be Mitchell Hooper, who is leading with 29 points right now and just won the Arnold Strongman Classic? Is there still a chance for Brian Shaw? This is his final World's Strongest Man competition. Is there a chance for this to be his swan song and still win that 5th title? But again, let me know your predictions below. And again, that top 10, the 10 finalists right now, Pavel Kordiaka, Oleksiy Novikov, Mitchell Hooper, Jocko Schoenwinkel, Trey Mitchell, Tom Stoltman, Luke Stoltman, Matthew Rigg, Brian Shaw, and Evan Singleton are all currently finalists for the World's Strongest Man. And the final story that I've got for you guys today, the latest physique update of Blessing Awodibu at 14 weeks out from the Chicago Pro, where he'll be looking for some redemption from his tie for last at the Olympia, looking to pick up a professional win and qualify for this year's Olympia. Do you think Blessing has it, or do you think the newcomer, Justin Shire, who's making his pro debut in Chicago, is he going to make a splash and win that show? And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more names out of that lineup, so it's kind of, I guess, silly to just talk about those 2 guys. But those are the 2 guys right now that I know for sure are doing it and that I'm really excited to see do it. It's been kind of a slow week in bodybuilding news, but make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoy the bodybuilding content. And that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you did, in fact, enjoy it. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, click the bell notification, do all that stuff. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at Nick Strength Power. My Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power. My secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel. And consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.